take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did they split?
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain there of 21 yards.
10 at the 46-yard line.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Sanders, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3rd and 7.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Shotgun now for Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
24-yard gain.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely, they did all of that and more. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Fourth down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 29, Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Wentz on third down. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Fielded just inside the 30. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Washington.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 34 yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Eagles nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz now to throw. Now he's forced out left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports.
Eagles nothing.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Working from the gun, Wentz. There's the former quarterback, Greg Ward Jr. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Tackle made by Chase Young.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Washington.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
7 on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
And those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They have a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Washington 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Washington.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin, 26 yards. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro lining up.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pick.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he connects with Ertz. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Eluding, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up here bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now it's Peterson. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 53 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's 17-7.
Kick is good. Makes this Washington 17. Eagles.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 23
So
yards.
in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. I think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes this Washington 17. Eagles 14.
So 6 seconds all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
33-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robertson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
On the carry. He's tackled.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. On the return is Peterson. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing on 1st is Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He gives it up. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Washington 1st down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Davion Taylor came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd down.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Robertson. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
7 on the carry.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Washington.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
It's a game
that good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Again, the ball.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
8. Another run here with Sanders. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On 1st down, it's Robertson. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
On the carry.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Airing it out. Look at this is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's a game.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine
that he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young
in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. To try again after the sack. Wentz, he's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle.
Wentz's pass.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
3rd down.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 49. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by Washington.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write it in.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 17.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you.
So for Washington,
not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.
Got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friends